Howdy y'all, Twitchonium here. We're coming at y'all again today with another March of the Machine quick draft. Hope y'all aren't too tired of this format. I really enjoy it. It's almost like drafting a cube, kind of, with all the crazy bombs and stuff that goes on here. So let's see what we get today. Ooh, well, Thalia and the Gitrog monster might be a reason for us to try and force a 3-color deck. We can just take any and all of the best white, black, and green cards from pack 1, pick 1, and call it a draft. Yeah. Do you want to make sure we get some reasonable sacrificial fodder for Thalia and some hopefully ways to draw into her, but I think we'll just slam dunk that and see what else we can grab. Pretty weak pack overall. I mean, there's some standouts here. Tawashi in the right deck can be great. Timret can do some nice things. The Strobe Knight as well. Cut Short. I mean, there's some fine stuff. I'm going to take the Wary Thespian out of this pack. It's just, this little dude has done so much work for me in this format, and it's exactly the kind of thing we want. The double Surveil to try and hit our lands and find our Thalia and all that kind of good stuff. Next, I'd probably take the Cut Short, just to have some removal in our colors, but being in black, I'm hoping we can get some better removal than Cut Short, so we'll see. For now, solid 2-drop. Now this pack is the opposite of that last one. It has all the things I want. I'd love a completion, repurposing would be amazing, and it's probably what I'm going to take here. Furia would be amazing. Invasion I'd probably run. Informant and Thespian, great 2-drops I'd like to have in this deck, but we're going to take the amazing top-end removal spell. Once again, not a lot for us here. I suppose Alabaster Host. Just another fine 2-drop. Yeah, this is a really weak pack. Well, this one is definitely a little better. My eyes are drawn to the Tracker and the Inquisitor specifically here. So far we have one Phyrexian, but this is still just like a 2-for-1, which is just nice. And we can maybe think about running like a Phyrexian sub-theme in the deck or something like that. Now we'll grab Olgrotha, which is a fine piece of interaction that can also be a creature later. Oh wow. I want both of these actually, but I think I want repurposing more. Now, it's either the Agent or the Informant. I actually like the Informant more than the Agent, I think, specifically in Thalia deck because we want the little sacrificial bodies, and this thing wants to stick around until we can flip it and start attacking with it. So I'm a little less excited about sacking off an Agent than an Informant. And this is always just a disruptive start to a game if you can get the opponent discarding. Well, now I'd love an Etched Familiar, honestly, in this deck, a couple even, just for the sacrifice potential, but I think with the 3 colors, we really need to take the Scouring Barrens here. At this point, we might even just be playing black, white, splashing green for Thalia, so we'll see. Unexciting Revelation, I suppose. Got back the Furia, that's pretty sweet. None of these are exciting. Well, maybe we're going to play, make them discard all their hands to the deck with an Informant and 2 Revelations. Oh my. Hidetsugu and Kairi is a very strong card. I mean, it's a 5/4 flyer on its base, which is already excellent. And then everything else is just amazing card drawing gravy on top. But I don't know if we can splash the double blue. We're pretty far away from doing that. Even with green in the deck, we're not really doing great on the fixing side of things. I'm more tempted to just take a piece of nice removal here. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Well, Yargle and Multani we can take. Not the craziest of creatures, but I mean, it's still an 18/6. Like, they kind of have to block it. Otherwise, what are we taking out of this pack? Like Ashwagandha or a Mauler. So yeah, we're definitely taking Yargle and Multani here. Now, maybe Vanquish the Weak. Not the best removal spell, but a pretty good one. And now we can take the Burgeoning, which is exactly what we've been missing here. Help us fix our 3 colors. Man, we could have had a pretty cool black-blue deck, it looks like, too. But I'll take the Cosmic Hunger here, get some more removal going. Now let's take a look at our curve. We might not play these two, but we might, actually, as kind of our own pseudo 2-drops. Let's keep them aside for now, though. So we really only have 4 creature 2-drops. This is removal. These are removal. This is kind of removal, even. So this is what our, like, more or less creature curve looks like. So really, we're fine taking whatever here. I think I'm just going to take the Agent. The Berserker's fine, but actually, maybe we do want the Berserker because of the sacrificial potential with Thalia. I mean, I guess this guy still has that same potential. Yeah, I just like it. It's better. Vanquish or Intervention now? I think I actually like the first copy of Intervention more. Because it can do things that hard removal can't, like slip auras off of our creatures and the like. I suppose now we'll take a Freewheeler. Okay, Dina I'm actually going to pick up here because Dina, Yargle, and Multani is actually kind of a funny combo. Like, swing with both. If they only have one blocker, then you get to sack the one they don't block to, you know, either get the Yargle and Multani through, or they block it, and then you sack it, and you give that power to Dina. So I'm going to go ahead and snag her here. From this point, I'm looking at either the Mauler or the Sunder the Gateway. I think we're fine on 2-drops, though, so we'll take the Mauler. An Unexciting Skywarden we don't want to play. So blue and red would have been pretty open in this draft, it looks like. There's a lot of that coming around. But we have 3 colors to pull from, so we're doing fine. Oh, wow. So this is actually another crazy combo with Yargle and Multani. It's a one-hit kill if you can just play this on Yargle and Multani, makes him a 20-powered creature, then you sacrifice him and deal that to the opponent's face. I don't think we want to splash a 4th color, but that's a really cheeky combo that I haven't had a chance to try out yet. I think for us, we're just on Deadly Derision. I mean, Surveyor and Tracker are probably what I should be taking, but I can't say no to a Derision. Wow, like I was saying, we could have had a crazy red-blue deck, apparently, with Brutaclad even. It's a nasty bomb. Could have splashed a Quintorius or something. But we'll take yet another repurposing. If they want to keep giving them to us, I'm going to keep snatching them. Duelist, huh? I don't think we have enough stuff for this to matter. Probably just would rather have the Bola Slinger or the Familiar. I think I'd rather even have the Familiar because we don't have many 3-drops. We have some 4-drops already. Now I'll take... Whoop. Oh, I'm glad that's what I wanted, because I did not mean to double-click on that, but Skittering Surveyor, we at least kind of really do need the 1 copy of it, just to make sure our deck's gonna do what it needs to do. I could see trying an Invasion of Moag. What's our creature count at? Maybe not. I think I'd still rather have it and not need it. Now we can pick up the other Vanquish. Ooh, or a Smite, or a Converter Beast, actually. I think Converter Beast might even be where we're at. We're missing some, like, especially 5-drops. We could get some more big stuff. Now we could take Shanna. But I don't know that we need any more 2-drops. I think I'd rather just have another Mauler. Alright, Invasion's fine. Another Intervention. Now we got the Bola Slinger. I'll probably still run 1 or 2. Alright, we're going to have some interesting cuts to make out of this deck. I'm not even sure which direction we're going to want to take it. I think we can pretty safely cut those Revelations now, though. So let's see where we end up here. We're not doing the Phyrexian thing. We're really just 3-color chunky stuff with removal. Like we have 3 repurposings, 2 vanquishes, the where is it? Realmbreaker's Grasp. I feel like there was some more we had. Derision and Invasion. That's what it was. So we need to make 8 cuts. 1 Mauler could potentially be a cut since we do have 3 repurposings at that slot already. But I do like the Maulers as big top-end creatures that can get through. The Invasion of Moag I could see cutting. The Freewheeler I definitely am going to cut. I like the Bola Slingers better. Just help our creatures get in. I could see cutting Dominaria. If we cut all of those, what does that look like? We only need to make 3 more cuts at that point. 1 intervention. Oh, we had the Hunger too. I forgot about that one. So because of that, I think I'm going to cut 1 Vanquish the Week. I think we're there on removal, and that's one of the worst ones. I'm really not sure what the last cut should be here. Probably should be one of these 2-drops. What is our creature count at now? 14, 17, kind of 18, 19. I think that's it that makes, 20, because this one makes a incubate token as well. So we have a fair amount of creatures, so we can definitely cut 1 if we need to. I do like that Dina Yargle combo, but Dina might be the cut. Harder to hit on turn 2 as a 2-drop. It's either that or intervention, I think. I think with all the other tricks we have, our deck doesn't necessarily need an intervention. I mean, it would be great, and I might put it back in, but I think we'll start without it and see how it goes. Twice as much black as the other 2. So it's 7, 6, 5. Double black, double black, double black. Double black. No double whites, no double greens. 2 ways to fix. Kind of 3. Yeah, I guess I'm going to run it like that. I was thinking about cutting a forest, but I like our Blighted Burgeoning. If we get that, we really want to be able to cast it. Yeah, I think we'll start like this, and we'll get Thalion the Gitrog as the leader. I'll see y'all in the matches. Welcome to round 1, y'all. We're on the draw with a hand I'm going to keep, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. We can really only play 1 card. But we are on the draw. So I'm going to Heart of the Cards this. Opponent looks to be on an aggressive red deck. Maybe a white-red? Blue-red. Alright, well. We've got 2 more cards we can play as long as we hit at least 1 more land, but I'd love to hit a swamp here. Let's go ahead and swing first, because they're not going to want to block it. And then we'll go ahead and make the trade, I think. No, let's do it on their turn. Because I really want to kill the Goremonger before we have more creatures that we'll have to sacrifice. I'd rather just make this a 2-drop for 2-drop trade. And this way we made some extra value out of it with the life swing. Ooh, that's a nice drop right there. Let's just do the Converter Beast first even. Then we'll have something else to put counters on with the Bola Slinger. Or we can double spell, flip, and one of these next turn. Swing with this first. And jam down the Familiar. Familiar's one I don't mind attacking in with the Bola Slingers counters in case it triggers. At least we get the drain. This is fine if they were going to use their blockers on meaningless attacks. I say meaningless, it might not be. Yeah, I think we're going to do the Slinger thing. Maybe they've got a counterspell for our Slinger. Heck, I guess if we do it like this, then we just get to swing with the whole fam. And let's see what their 2 mana's for. Ah, Dispersal, that's a good one. I'd love to draw some removal here, or not sure what else really. Really just some removal. Interesting. Let's swing and make them play what they've got. Guessing some kind of removal. Maybe the 6 mana deal 6 to something one. Kill our Slinger. That's the one. But now we can just jam down the whole fam. Actually, I'm not going to play the agent yet. I'm going to leave the mana up for flipping our token and bluffing that we've got like removal or something in hand. But I mean, we can sack the Familiar anytime to Dina to do 2, so I mean, I think we're gonna be okay here. Probably just jinxed us. They probably got some crazy spell or something. Let's do it. Swing with the team, see what they do. Alright, that should be it. Yeah, they should not be doing that. But I guess they have to. And there we go. Didn't even think about that, but it's got double synergy with Dina because it drains them and then drains them a little bit again from the Dina life gain trigger. Very cool. See y'all in the next round. Welcome back. We're on the play this time, and I'm not sure if I want to keep this one. We really can only play the Inquisitor, which is a strong 2-drop, but we're 2 lands off from having the right stuff for Yargle and Multani, and we don't have our green for either of these. Ay. I'm still going to keep it. This is an incorrect keep. I should definitely be mulliganing, but I'm playing 3 colors. I'm going to take the gamble. Alright, well. So far, at least, it's something that I can play, is what I drew. Gives us another turn or so to draw into our green. There we go. Let's just flip this. You know what, actually I will trade the 3/3 into a 1/1 if they want to do it. If they want to spend their turn flipping their guy and then getting the card draw, I'll probably let them have it. Because if I can get... Like, I've got 2 cards in hand that both benefit from the Inquisitor still, so I really don't want to trade the Inquisitor off if I don't have to yet. Alrighty. Probably just put it on itself, I would guess. Or they're going to give their Death Touch or double Death Touch. That's fine. Swing with this guy again. Hopefully they'll trade here. They're definitely thinking about it. Alright, we'll get our Converter Beast down now, and we'll have a nice chump blocker for both of their Death Touchers here. Well, at least one of them. Probably the Agent if they flip it. But if they've got removal, they need to use it on our Inquisitor pretty soon here. Or else this is going to be a 6/6, and then this guy will be a 4/4, and yeah. Do want to make sure we hit at least one more green, or sorry, black source for our repurposing here. They do have 2 black. They could repurpose, or not repurposing a Merciless Eviction. Oh, no, not Merciless. What is it? I'm forgetting now. The 4-mana one that leaves behind a treasure token. Aww. Well, I'm guessing we'll lose Yargle and Multani here. But it's a shame that they know our repurposing's in hand. Maybe they just want the 3/3. No, makes sense. Well, if they're not going to flip it and they're just going to attack with a 2/2, I'm fine just letting that through. Alright, well. I'd love to play the Bola Slinger here, honestly. But both of those things have Death Touch anyways, so I think I'm just going to double down on my 2-drops here. Get our Surveil going. Oh man, I really want to keep this. I am going to actually keep it on top. This is the wrong play probably, but we can Bola Slinger next turn at least. And I really don't want to bin this. So we'll keep swinging with our 3/3. Eventually they're going to have to trade off one of their Death Touchers for it. And we don't even have to flip this guy, we can just hold him in the wings. We could flip our Agent next turn and then swing with a bunch of 3-powered creatures. Along with shutting down one of their blockers. Oh me, oh my. That is quite the creature. I'm gonna swing with my own Death Toucher here. Please let this be a land, a black specifically. Well, that's something at least. Need one more and then we can Slinger and pay for the ward cost on the Imperiosaur. Or maybe they'll swing with their Imperiosaur here, which would also be fine for us, I think. Yeah, we're going to need one more land either way. That way we can flip and Slinger, or we can just Merciless repurposing something, or we can Derision and pay for the ward, you know. Ideally, another swamp, but any land would do. Oh, okay, they're gonna use their discard our stuff again thing, and we're gonna lose Bola Slinger. Or maybe they'll make the 3/3 this time. I don't think it's gonna matter though. That was a pretty Imperiosaur into Forager is pretty hard to beat. We do have another Bola Slinger in the deck though, so maybe they'll swing now and then we'll draw that. Okay. I think we just eat the 10 once. And hope we can do some stuff here. Alright, well, we can flip this guy. Do we do it like this? 6. No, this is still lethal that they have to block with their guys. I think we'll go like this. This leaves up 10, 12 just to be safe. The lifelink is going to hopefully be relevant here. Them having a flyer is really bad for us here. Alright, that's definitely okay with me. Please do that. Sweet. Another repurposing. Okay, this one we're going to ditch because we still don't have our Black Stars. And we'll hope our lifelink is enough here. They can finally flip their agent into a 4/4. Probably should have been using my Death Toucher as a blocker for this Imperiosaur instead of as a attacker. They're just so low. I just really want to try and squeeze this out if I can. I mean, another swamp and we can just kill the Imperiosaur and then we're in great shape. Let's hope they don't have a pump spell here. I'm guessing we'll end up with a 3/3 left over after this, assuming that they don't have any kind of tricks. If they do, I'll probably just scoop it on up. Yep. That'll do. Even if we hit our land, our black source, it's not going to be enough to get us back into that with an 0/1 and 0/1/1. Rough. I even feel like that wasn't so much a color issue as just a drawing any lands issue. We just needed one more of any land for a while there. I just couldn't hit it. It's alright. We'll jump right on into the next one. See y'all there. Welcome back. We're on the draw here again, and I think I'm going to keep this one. We don't have a 2-drop, but we've got Burgeoning for 3 to fix us, and then we got some powerful late game stuff to work towards, ramp into. Well, and there's all our colors, too. Alright, Frontliner's pretty good, especially if they drop the Olgrotha on 3 here. Or not Olgrotha, Olgrotha's ours. The one that hits us for 4 and then, yeah. Huh. I think I still like Burgeoning first. We'll put it on the plains. next turn we can Ulgrotha down their frontliner, or if they play something better maybe. Like a Geoderm, yeah. That'll be the one we use that on. Because we're going to eat a bunch here. This will help us stabilize a bit. One more land and repurposing's online, which we could find ourselves with Surveyor if we need to. There we go. Okay, so we can flip and fight, or just repurpose the thing. I think I just like repurposing the thing, and we'll see what they play next turn to see if there's a better target for it. I mean, we probably have to do one of these. Taking another 5 is probably not something we can afford here. Yeah, because we can use our other fight spell to kill the 2/1 if we need to. If they don't play any creatures, we can just flip our old Growtha with our tokens next turn. Oh, that's fair. Probably kill that with our Hunger now. I guess they're still a ways off from playing that. So I kind of like doing this. I could have played the Furia there, or a lot of things, in fact, but let's do this. We'll do that. Let's see what they've got. Looks like they have a pump spell. That's unfortunate. Oh, even worse. Alright, well, I guess that was going to happen anyways, so I'm glad that we baited it out. That makes that play significantly worse, though, on our side, but I would have rather they used that on us now. And they still can't flip the Instructor. Yowza. Alright, Furia's lifelink is going to need to do a ton of work for us here. I think let's Thespian first, see what's coming. That's fine. Happy to trade off the Thespian if they swing with their Death Toucher. Or they just have yet more removal. Like, seriously? No, let's kill the one that's harder to kill. At least our Surveyor can trade off with that other one. At this point, I don't think I want the Agent, even. That's better. Yeah, let's do that. I guess we'll do it on their turn, though. Actually, we might even not need to use that on the Assailant, because these two will trade, which I'm fine with doing. Wow. So they literally just had every single piece of removal that they could have wanted, back to back to back to back to back. Our deck has tons of sweet removal, and we just didn't hit much of it. Frustrating. Really frustrating on that one. I thought we had that. Alright, see you on the next one. Welcome back. We are on the play here with a much better looking starting hand. We can play all the cards in our hand. They're nice and aggressive. Good curve out. Yeah, I guess we'll see which one we end up going with here first. If they play a 1-drop, that might change my mind. Well, since they didn't, we'll start with the stronger one. It's a great blocker for most of our early guys, though. So we're probably going to have to vanquish that. Oh me, oh my. Well, I think we're just going to slam that down now instead. That's fine. Their stuff's going to come in tapped now. I don't even mind sacrificing off my Inquisitor to draw some more cards. Oh, wow. Like, who runs that invasion anyways? Not only that, they have it exactly when they need it for the creature that... yeah, of course. I'm just gonna do this. Play our Sanctifier. At least we'll have some lifelinkers coming here to hold the fort down since we're running low on cards. We'll play our Thespian first, because he's a fine sacrificial piece. I do like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 lands already. 2 blacks, a white. Yeah, we'll sack a green before our Thespian. That way we can gum up their Aerialist here and make them trade a 3-3 into a 3-3 if they want to try and flip their invasion. Okay, that's scary. I guess we do it again. Excellent draw. Make sure we can get through in the air. I don't know that it matters which one we put it on. Let's put it on Thalia. Looks like they're going to be removing her with maybe the eviction. A flourish, okay. And that should definitely still do it. I mean, we'll just attack and be safe about this, I think, with the one that shouldn't be blockable. Awesome. Nice aggressive curve out in our deck, and things worked like they're supposed to. Good stuff. See y'all in the next round. Welcome back. We're on the play again here, and I'm going to go ahead and snatch this one right on up. Got a nice 2-drop into our fixing to hit the green source we need. We already have double black for Furia. We'll start off making them discard a card. I'm liking it. They'll probably have some nasty, crazy bomb that will make me regret all my life choices in a bit, but that's okay. I will, and we will grab our forest. And next turn we will derision their Spell Spear if they don't flip it. Alright. We will not do that. What do we want to do now? We can hold up derision or just drop a beast. I think I'm just going to drop a beast. Just keep impacting the board. Alright. If they want to swing for 5, I'm pretty okay with that. We can swing right back for even more. Thankfully, they can't hit either of their cards quite yet. Oh my, well we're going to eat 7 instead and not hit back for 5, and that's terrible. So that was quite possibly worst case scenario for us there. Yeah, that was pretty bad. They can put counters on. That'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again? Yeah. At a minimum. If they've got another 1 mana red spell, it'll be 9. Well, at least we've got the lifelink here and it here. Okay, well, we can do this now, so I'm going to while we can. And see if we can bring things back in check here. Sure. Hope they block. Cosmic Hunger is looking really bad with all these 1 and 0 toughness creatures in our deck. I think I'm going to switch that out for the +1/+1 protection combat trick. Oof. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But all that life gain was definitely relevant, or else this could have been the finishing salvo. Well, they're not flipping it right now anyways. I guess I'll let them have it. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Hopefully they'll just spend another turn swinging at the Regatha. Yep, they can have it. I mean, it's not great that they have it, but I can't afford to trade off Furia for nothing. Okay, a Death Toucher's not bad. That lets us pop their dude and draw a familiar. I will play the slow long game and see if we can't flip over our Olgrotha. This 4/4 is scary, but not by itself. Unless they just have a bunch of burn. Happy to trade off my Death Toucher into that if they want to swing. Okay, I'll have to trade a little more off than just the Death Toucher, but I think that's okay. Just do these two. Should be more than enough. Would love to just draw anything that's not lands here. Really, anything in our deck at this point's great. Like, that's awesome. Oh, I think stabilization complete. It's looking a lot better here. Yeah. Was a little worried there for a minute, but all that life gain definitely did a lot of work for us this game. See y'all in the next one. Welcome back. We're on the draw, and I'm definitely going to keep this one. If we don't draw any lands, we're going to lose anyways, so we really just, that's all we need at this point, is just a little bit more. There's one. One more, and the whole hand is good to go. I think I'm probably going to hold off on Sanctifier. Having that lifelink later in the game was really relevant last time, so we'll start off with our Inquisitor first. Maybe not. We'll see what they do, but probably. Should have played the forest there probably, but we kind of already know what our game plan is. Premium champion, alrighty. That makes me want to flip this instead of playing the familiar, so if they want to double block, I'm fine with that. And I don't mind trying to race if they want to swing with both of their guys here. Cool. Hopefully they play one single creature here that we can tap down with our Bola Slingers. Or no creature at all, that also works. That almost makes me want to take a turn off and not Bola Slinger quite yet. They're going to have a 4-powered creature. Yeah, so if I play Familiar, we can double block Familiar and Inquisitor if we want, or at least threaten to do that. I probably will even, because RL Grotha won't kill that, while it will kill either of these. Or heck, maybe we just start tapping down with Bola Slingers. I don't know, we'll see. That might have been the wrong play. I probably should have just gotten a Slinger on board. Use my mana most efficiently. Alright, an Aerialist. Probably, and then also the token flip, I would guess. Okay, no token flip or attacks. Interesting. This makes me think Counterspell. I think I'm going to Old Growth it anyways, because if they counter this, I'm less concerned, whereas I don't want my Bola Slingers to get countered. And I'll just try and kill their Aerialist here before it gets a chance to flip out of our range. Oh, okay, that's also okay, I think. Not great, but okay. Both of these can still swing, and I think I'm just going to swing at their face. Especially since they're going to hit us for a bunch next turn. 10. Potentially. I'm pretty okay if they have nothing right now. They probably have a Convoke trick, though, to blow us out. Yep. So not ideal there, but could have been worse, I suppose. At least they're really hurting on card advantage now with the being down to 2. If we can just stabilize here, I think we'll be alright. And I think they're going to be incentivized to attack all right now, so... Oh, but they have Vigilance, I forgot. At least the one. No blocks. I need something to put the Bola Slinger counter on if we go that route. Wow, another Awakening, another 4/4. That's bad for us. Oh. Not as bad if we have Thalia, though. Really gonna need some stuff to sacrifice to her, but as long as we're not attacking and we're just blocking with her, then it's fine. And then we can get a bunch of Bola Slingers out and make one final attack, hopefully. Because they'll only be able to swing with this Aerialist, so they'll probably flip that this turn. Yep. So we'll need to top deck into one of our hard removal spells. We've got a bunch of them, so... Although we can't play the 6-cost one. Can't play Furia, that's unfortunate as well. can't double spell any of these, so I guess we just start getting slingers down. Let's make this guy not a 1/1. That seems pretty good. Yikes. That'll probably do it right there. The Bola Slinger of their own to tap down our Thalia. We're just too far behind at this point. Yeah. Even if we double block like that and kill one, we still die. Well, knowing what we have coming, I'm gonna do the scoop them on up. Rats. What did that take us to? 2 and 3? 3 and 3? A little worse than I was expecting this deck to do, to be honest. But yeah, 3 and 3. Let's take one last look here and see what went wrong and what we could have done better. Well, 2 of the games were land issue games. Both of them were, like, sure, there was some cards we couldn't play specifically because of the colors, but mostly it was because we just didn't hit a land in general. So I don't feel that bad about the 3-color aspect of the deck. Nothing ever really felt terrible about, like, oh, I just can't play this card because I don't have the right colors. It was mostly just, I don't have enough mana to do it. Like that last game, even if we had drawn a repurposing, we wouldn't have had 6 mana to play it. We would have had our blacks, but not the 6. But repurposing, considering we had 3 in the deck, I feel like we never saw it, which is extremely frustrating because that was largely what I built this deck. You know, that was one of the early cards we took, and we just kept taking repurposings. But not drawing those was pretty bad because there was a number of times where just any removal spell would have just swung the tide back in our favor. And we had those 3. We had the Derision that would have done it. We had the Grasp that would have done it. You know, we had some. A Vanquish even at one point would have done it. So we had a lot of options in the deck that just didn't come up. We got to do the Dina sack thing once. That was pretty cool. It wasn't with Yargle and Multani. It was with the Etched Familiar. But that was a cool little synergy piece that I'll have to keep in mind for the future. Norn's Inquisitor, as always, just a house. The Sanctifier did a bunch of work. Same with Furia. The life gain in particular did a lot. Thalia was really fun every time we got to play her. I mean, all in all, I really enjoyed piloting this deck. Not a super strong one, apparently, but a very fun one to brew up. I appreciate y'all coming along on this ride with me here today, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everyone.